Welcome back to ETBU Extra live from CC's Pizza in Marshall, Texas, right in front of Lowe's. Join us each Wednesday from noon to 1. You can eat the buffet and get a drink for just $5. You come and be a part of the show during our noon hour. Right now, we're going to talk Lady Tiger softball. Time now to visit with a senior on the squad, Maranda Westbrook from Rush, Texas. She has the nickname of Squeaky, so officially here on ETBU Extra, we've welcomed to the show. But I want to ask you, how did you get the nickname Squeaky?
Well,
let me fix that for you. Get that out of your way. There we go.
Well, as a freshman, I didn't talk much at all, and Coach Galloway got me to yell one time, and I was kind of squeaky, so then they just started calling me Squeaky.
All right, of course, you have a twin sister on the team, Mallory. You both came here from Rush, Texas. What's it been like to have your twin playing with you?
A dream come true, because we grew up saying we're going to play college together, and then it came true. So
interesting. At the Wisconsin-Eau Claire ball game, I was standing on the visitor side, and of course, as y'all were competing in the game, the visiting fans were asking, are they sisters? Are they cousins? And I turned around and I said, no, they're twins. And they went, twins, really? Very unique that twins play on the same college softball team. You know, in the 4 years you've been here, I want to take you back to that freshman year. Do you remember the first game that you got a starting bid from Coach Nate Shirley to be in the lineup?
Yes, sir.
When was that?
It was against UMHB.
Against the Mary Hardin Brothers. Do you remember what you did in the ball game?
I remember the bad. I don't really remember the good.
Don't remember. I remember the bad. She did have a hit in that ball game because I looked it up, and she also had an RBI. What was it like for you to come to play college softball at ETBU?
Well, it was a dream come true. I told my coach as I was growing up, like, I don't want to stop after high school. I was like, I want to keep playing, and I don't care where it is. And she was like, we'll make it happen. And then Coach Shirley came and like looked at us and told us she was interested. And then I was just like, okay, let's go play.
Well, Squeaky, I've seen you after the Tigers have won conference championships or regional championships or super regional championships. The team might be out there celebrating. You're kind of back watching it. Why do you choose that position to watch your teammates celebrate?
Because as ETBU softball, we don't play for ourselves. We don't play like selfishly. We like seeing our teammate, our sister, like doing good and succeeding. And after we win, I like watching everybody just like being relaxed and finally relieved and just happy.
What's been the most, I guess, of all the ones that you've watched, which has been the most fun for you to sit back and watch your team celebrate?
The super regional walk-off win.
That's when Lacey Lindsay hit that walk-off home run in the bottom of the seventh in Claremont Mudscript last year, the Super Regional. As you watched your team, what do you remember about that celebration?
We were all crying because we all thought it was over in the dugout, and then she hit it, and we all just sat there in awe.
Let's talk about this year's team. You're 28-2, 24-2 in American Southwest Conference play. The only team in front of you is UT Tyler. You got some final weekend series this weekend against Sul Ross State. I know there's a mathematical chance that you could end up winning the conference and hosting the ASC tournament, but we don't know that's going to happen yet. As you travel out to Alpine, what's the mindset of your team as you go out to face Sul Ross State this weekend?
To keep playing our ball no matter who we're playing, and to make sure that we're doing exactly what Coach asks us to do, and that we're going out and we're attacking and we're taking care of defense.
I want to ask you a personal question about your faith and your involvement in Fellowship of Christian Athletes. Tell me about your faith and why you think that's important that students on ETBU campus have a relationship with Christ and be involved in things like FCA.
Well, to me, the relationship with Jesus Christ is the most important decision you'll ever make in your life. It is a decision of life and death to me. And for me personally, having a relationship with Jesus Christ and then being able to play ball, I see him out there. That's where I talk to him the most, is when I'm out on the field, just talking to him and like, did you see that? That was so cool. Like, thank you for being able to do that and stuff. And I think it's important for people to be or go to FCA or be a part of FCA because it helps you be with other student athletes that are Christians, and they help you when you're going through hard times or and lift you up or like encourage you, and you just get to like talk to them about Jesus and about the sport, and it's just a great like relationship to have.
Visiting with Maranda Westbrook, a member of the ET Lady Tiger softball team. She's a senior. She's played all 4 years here at East Texas Baptist University. I noticed that you're hitting 296, which is above your sister's 289. Is there much competition between you and your twin sister, Mallory?
Well, when we're out there on the field at the time, we're not like, hey, I did better than you. But after the game, we're like, hey, did you see my hits? How many did you get? And so it'll be a competition afterward, but not during.
When did y'all first start playing softball?
Too young to remember.
Too young to remember.
All
really.
I remember is ever playing softball.
Mm-hmm. What about your parents and their support? How much has that meant to you and your sister?
it means a lot because we know they've gone to a lot of ball games and they have traveled many places and they've bought many uniforms, many snow cones, many everything, and they're still loving it and excited as we are when it comes.
What is the goal of this year's softball team?
The goal. Well, our motto this year is tradition, and we just want to, as seniors, we want to show the new kids what ETBU softball tradition is, which is hard work, it is effort always, and it is remaining as ETBU softball ball, where we go out there and play no matter who we're playing, whether the level is as good as ours or better than ours, we are out there and we are confident and we are playing ETBU softball. And yeah, Coach always says you can control two things, your attitude and your effort, and so.
How much of a difference has coming to ETBU made in your life as a student as well as a student athlete?
As a student, it has challenged me because it is definitely harder than the high school I went to. And as an athlete, it's challenged me also because high school ball was easy to me. But college ball, I came out and I was nervous because everybody was good. I was like, oh, everyone's good here. Like, you're not the star anymore. And you have to compete and you have to get better. But as your teammates are actually there for you and they all love it like you do. They're not just there because it's something to do.
Last question, and I told you it'll be easy questions. I know softball players, baseball players like to do little things in games, routines and stuff. What's your routine to get ready to play in a game, or things that you do in a game just to help you settle your nerves?
For me, after every pitch, we have to do our hop and pop, and I'll always draw a little S in the dirt, pick it up, and wipe it on my pants.
I was wondering what you were doing because I've seen you do that many, many years.
Yes, sir.
Of course, you plays third base for ETBU and encourage you to come on out and hopefully see the Tigers play in postseason. We know for sure that in the American Southwest Conference Championship Tournament because you're in the top six no matter what, how you do this weekend. But hopefully we see that advance further on into the regionals and super regionals and end up at the championship tournament this year hosted by in Salem, Virginia. Well, Squeaky, thank you for coming by today on ETBU Extra. I know you got to get to practice this afternoon. And best to you and your Lady Tigers.
Thank you.
All right, our guest here on our second segment of the day has been Maranda Westbrook, nicknamed Squeaky, on the team. She also has a twin sister who plays on the team, Mallory, who is the catcher. Of course, the Lady Tigers currently ranked number 2 in the nation. They have finished up the regular season this weekend. They make the trip out west to Alpine to play Silverball State University. And then the American Southwest Conference Softball Championship Tournament will be held April 30th through May 3rd at the number 1 seed. And don't know how that's going to play out yet. We have to wait and find out. UT Tyler currently in front of the Lady Tigers in the standings, ETBU second. Coming up next on ETBU Extra, we're going to move our talk to Tiger tennis and Tigers women's tennis, who has qualified for the ASC Championship Tournament, first time ever in Tiger tennis history. More from CC's in just a moment on the ETBU Sports Net.